Hello everyone. It's a Friday today and I know you're missing me because I keep getting loads of you sending me message saying I'm missing you now. You're alright, I'm alright, still got a head cold. I'm not sick. I'm just got a head cold and I'm saying and I'm talking to me nose. Now it's getting on my nerves. So I thought I'll tell them a little story about when I was at school. I must have been, because when I was at school put it this way, if something went wrong, who got the blame? Me. All my mates smoked. I've never smoked in my life, but I was always the tallest out of all of them, so I got the blame. So when they were getting the stick or anything, the strap, the stick, the cane, whatever you wish to call it, I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't accept it because I didn't smoke and they were giving them all the cane for smoking, so no way would they hit my hands with that. I thought, nah, when I done wrong, I did. I held my hand out and I took the cane and what have you. If I done something wrong, if I spoke out in class when I shouldn't, well, I was the class clown, if I shouldn't have done. Well, I admitted it and I held my hand out and I took the punishment. But many a time, as I say, because I was the tallest, I got the blame for everything. And one time, they used to hold the bingo in the senior school where I went, and I was about 14. I had to go round and get the key off my mother, and so I was seen in the school, wasn't I? So unfortunately, I look like boy shite again, don't I? This bloody cold. Where was I? Oh, I had to go round and get the key off my mum, and so I was seen in the school, and unfortunately, the toilets got flooded. Who got the blame? Me. I got dragged on the stage in front of the whole school. And it just so happened when my mum my mum used to wash my socks and what have you. I know I could have done it, but she done it all. And never washed my socks, so we had grey socks on. Should have been white, but grey. Well, I think one was greyer than the other, actually. Anyhow, I'm dragged on the stage, and you all wore your skirts dead short then, didn't you? Like mini skirts out then. This was in the, what year was it? 1963. And dragged on the stage in front of the whole school, hold your hand out and what have you. Would I take that cane? No, no. Anyway, so I got disgraced in front of the whole school, put it that way, and what have you. And I went to, they said, to tapping me on the hand, to put my hand out, to take the cane, to show the others the example. And I grabbed the cane, and I pulled it, and I snapped it, and I legged it off the stage, out to school, round to my mother's, got in and locked the door, got dragged back to school by the head. My mother said, what have you done wrong? I said, nothing. Would she have it? She said, the teacher wouldn't say you did. You did something if you didn't. Oh, but they did. Oh, but they did them days. And another time, well, I got dragged back to school then. Another time, the needlework teacher, Miss Coleman, because a lot of them had it in for me because I was the class clown and I did used to disrupt. As you do. As you do. You did used to disrupt the class, doing things and what have you. The needlework teacher, she was telling me to lower my skirt, and I'd lowered my skirt. As soon as she was out of sight, it got rolled back up again. And I was getting the cane for that, but I wouldn't take that neither. So she was only like that, the teacher. I do apologise, Miss Coleman's family, if you're watching. She must be gone by now. Like I'm 75 and I think she was about 60 odd then. And she went to give me the cane, and I pulled the cane, and I went like that, and she went flying past me, and I shit myself. She went over the cupboards. I legged it out the school, round to my mum, belt on the door again. My mum said, what have you done again? And I'm trying to explain to her what happened, and she's saying, they wouldn't give you the cane just for having your skirt short and that. I can't remember what I'd actually done, but I was getting the cane for that because I'd lowered it. I'd hired it, my skirt up again. I hadn't done as I was told. So I got expelled for that because they said I threw the teacher over the desks. I pulled the cane, and because she was like that, and I was always a big girl, she went flying. Right past me she went, shit myself then. Got expelled for that, as I say. And what I was going to tell you, and another time when I was at school, you know, Ash Wednesday, it's just gone, hasn't it? Ash Wednesday, the other week, last week. And you used to get ashes, didn't you? 1 dot off the priest. You used to put that on the thing. Well, I didn't fancy going, but I used to like to go for me bottle of milk. We used to get a free bottle of milk, and I used to take toast to school, so the toast was cold. And this time, I walked in school with all the ones who'd been to Mass. You had to go to Mass every morning. You didn't have to, but most of the kids who didn't like school went to Mass. And I didn't go. I stayed in bed. I only lived round the corner. I stayed in bed a little bit longer, so caught up with the kids going to school. And I goes in, and Ash Wednesday. So I thought, what's Ash Wednesday today? I remember my mum saying. So I went up my mum's chimney, got the ashes out, and done the little dot on my forehead and that. Walking to school, dead proud, thinking, been to Mass, Ash Wednesday, been to Mass, go get me bottle of milk, got me cold toast, I'll eat that, get in school. And I gets in, and the teacher says to me, teachers saying, you all know what day it is today, don't you? Do you know the significance of it? It's Ash Wednesday, blah, blah, blah. And by the way, Catherine Skellorn, stand up, please. Yeah, so I stood up. I'm standing there, and she said, been to Mass? I said, yeah, miss. Yeah. Looking round at all the other kids and that, feeling chuffed with myself. And she said, oh, that's good. I can see you've got the mark on your forehead. I went, yeah, miss, all shy and that. She said, what colour did the priest have on? What? Purple, miss. But it might have been green because I haven't got my glasses on. Didn't wear glasses. And she said to me, come here, come out here. Who put that dot on your forehead? I said, the priest, miss. She said, no. Who put the dot on your forehead? It was the priest, miss, and he just got his thumb, you know, and done me with that. She said, why is yours different to everybody else's? So I'm looking round, and it was different. So I had to own up, didn't I? So it was outside the headmaster's office for that again. Tell you, anything that went wrong, it was me. After time it was. Another time, Mr. Callahan, loved him. He was the craft teacher. And he used to all make things in his class. And he made like, if any of my, and I know they are, some of my classmates watch me on YouTube, Mo Dwyer and them, I know they do. Janet Wiggins, she never went to, she wasn't in my year, like, but she does watch me YouTube. And Irene Myers and them, Sally Feely, Margie Ball, all them. Anyway, get back to the story. What was I saying? Oh, he used to make craft things. So he made like a puppet, you know, where you get inside and you're doing the puppets. And me, I'll show you what I was doing. I'm like this. I'll just show you with this. Hang on a minute. The teacher went out. The teacher went out and said, now all behave yourselves while I'm just out of the classroom for a little while and I won't be long, so behave. Me, class clown, what do I go and do? Get under the Punch and Judy thing, because we used to go to New Brighton then, and it was Punch and Judy and you'd all sat there, didn't you, like that, watching them. So me goes in the thing what he'd made, and I've got me sock on, haven't I? The chicken rider! Oh, Mr. Policeman! Oh, Roll made the sausages! Who took the sausages? Where's Mr. Policeman? and I'm giving the class a freak show. And at the end of it, and I'm going on and I'm saying, where's the wife, where's the wife? Oh, the wife's gone out, she's gone out with the policeman gone for the sausages. I'm making a story up as I go along and that, with this with me 2 gloves, 2 hands. I can't do it with this because I'm holding the phone. With me 2 hands, I'm being the crocodile and the policeman and and everything. Anyway, at the end of it, I just heard a slow, I can't do it because, as I say, I'm holding the phone. I just heard a slow clap. And I thought to myself, it's like, bastards, clap better than that for me. I've just done a big show for them to keep them all happy while the teacher's out. Anyhow, I steps out of the thing and I goes to take a bow and I looks up. Who's in front of me? I was like a rabbit caught in the headlights. Mr. Callaghan. He said, take yourself along to Mr. Creedon's office. Quickly, take yourself along, Mr. Creedon's office. I was outside that office more than I was sitting at my desk, I'm telling you. So that was another time I got in trouble. Another one, Miss Scully. If Miss Scully's family are watching, she had it in for me here. And anyhow, we're all in class, we're all in the cookery class, making something. I think we were making, I'm not sure, I think it was something like what we now would call a spag bol, spaghetti bolognese, but I don't ever remember my mum making that when we were kids. So it's making that. Me, class clown again, messing with the spaghetti, pretending not achoo, and letting the thing, and all the kids are hysterical, laughing and everything, pretending it's not hanging from my nose and that. So I heard the teacher coming up the stairs outside the door. So I still had the spaghetti all in my hand, so I went like that, and I threw it up in the air, and it stuck on the ceiling, and it's swinging like this. And the teacher come in, and everybody, she could hear them all laughing as she's walking up the stairs. And when she come in, obviously all go, you're as good as gold, aren't you? So to sitting in, she said, what's been going on? So no one owned up and that, and I certainly never. What's been going on? Something's been going on because I heard you all as I'm walking up the stairs. No one said a word. And all the time, she looks right at me, she said, well, Catherine, can you tell us what's been going on? What have you been up to? What was you up to while I was out? Nothing, miss. Nothing, just sitting here looking out the window and that. No, I'm not having that. I'm not having that. Something's been going on while I was out this classroom and I'll get to the bottom of it. So while she's saying this, she's standing right underneath the spaghetti that's like that. And my nerves, I'm telling you, I was shitting me knickers. And I'm looking at her face and I'm looking a quick look up. I thought I can't keep my eyes on that because she'll look up and see it, the spaghetti dangling. So I'm looking at, I'm going, I don't know, miss. And trying not to do it, to look. Anyway, as luck happened, she just went to walk back to the blackboard and down come the spaghetti. Was I relieved? Was I relieved? And then when she turned round, she seen the spaghetti on the floor and she said, how come the spaghetti on the floor there? Well, don't know, miss. You know, she's still looking at me like when she's saying this. I said, don't know, miss, it's probably dropped before. She said, well, clean it up now. Oh, I was only too willing to clean it up because so I wouldn't get the blame of hitting it on the head. So that was another thing that happened with me at in the school playground and everything. I got the blame for it. Hang on a minute, wait to think about this one. I know what's another story. Our school was by the River Alt, big field, hills and everything. We had cows on there at the time when I was a little girl. We had cows on there that used to walk up and down. Anyhow, we had a day out, they called it, you know, where you went drawing. And she said, you've all got your pens and paper and pencils. I want you all to draw one of the cows strolling round and that. So they're all sitting on the hills and drawing away. Not me, not me. No, I was arsing around up to all kinds, making the others laugh and what have you. Because they used to leave you there and come back. That was your essay. You'd have to draw the cows and that. So when it comes to them watching them, she's looking through the things and she's Catherine Skellon. Yeah, miss. She said, what's happened here? The cow moved, miss. I was trying to draw it and the cow walked off, miss. I never had nothing on mine because I was too busy arsing around. I got the cane for that as well. You did get the cane for a lot of things. That was trivial years ago. But it never done me no harm, put it that way. It did not do me any harm. I had it many a time when I'd done something wrong, I'd accept it. When I didn't, I wouldn't accept it. I wouldn't have it. So I got into a hell of a lot of trouble over that. Hell of a lot of trouble. Years later, I was 38 and I'd done a school reunion and I had the school uniform on. I managed to get it, the badge and everything. And we were all dressed as school kids and that, but I had the school uniform on and the head teacher was there, Mr. Creedon. And I walked over to him and I said, I remember I was expelled 3 times as well. Twice for things I never done and once for something I did do. And the once for something I did do, I was fighting with another girl for skipping my mate because my mate was burnt when she was a kid and had to wear a berry. And she'd flicked the berry off her and I was a protector, whatever you want to call it. So I was fighting with the girl over it, but because I was fighting in the school grounds, I got expelled. So that was why I was expelled then. The other ones with the toilets and what have you. So, I forgot what I was up to now. What was I saying? Let me think. I know. I had the school reunion. So we're all dressed as in the thing. So it goes up to the headmaster. I seen him there now. Goes up to, I was 38 at the time. And I had kids as well. I had my 4 kids. And I said to him, hello, Mr. Creedon. Posh voice, like, not that I can do a posh voice. Hello, Mr. Creedon. He said, hello, dear. He said, I don't believe I know who you are. I said, oh, that's nice. I said, I'm Catherine Skellhorn. He said, oh, pleased to meet him. Fucking you right away, he knew who I was. I remembered me. So we went, oh, how are you doing now, dear? Well, I wasn't going to let him tell him that I wasn't working. I had 4 kids, blah, blah. I stuck at home, housewife, whatever. I said, I have my own florist shop. He said, oh, really? I said, yes. All my mates were screaming, laughing, because they knew I was making it up as I went along. I said, yes. I said, it's doing quite well. He said, what's it called? I said, Blooming Gorgeous. Don't know where it come from. Just come in my head. It's called Blooming Gorgeous. So he said, oh, very good, very good. It's nice to see you've come successful because don't forget, I got expelled and he said to me, you will never ever work. You won't be getting your, what was it you used to get? Yeah, what was it called? I can't think what it was called. What they give you when you left school? I can't remember what it was called now. It was so you'd get a job, you know. Anyhow, no, they never gave me mine. But the day I had to pack all my things up, it was only 3 weeks before I actually was leaving school. Because I was near 16 by then. And the teacher put me report, that was it, your report, on the top, right by the door as you go out. And he went to me, Mr. Callahan went to me. Well, there's the door. And nodded to the reports. He went, on your way out, take what belongs to you. And he's given me the nod. And I thought, he's telling me to take my report. So I did. I took it and stuck it under my coat and walked out to school with my head held high. I thought, and I walked right into a job. I'd done that, say, on the Monday about a week. When a week later, it was 3 weeks before I should have left school. A week later, I got a job in Plessy's in Edge Lane, and I walked into that. I'd left school like the 3 weeks later, and the week after I left school, I walked into a job. So I did get me jobs, and I was always in work, and I worked. And then I was a foster mother, wasn't I? So I've done good. And they used to say I didn't listen in class. I'm a good cook, so I must have listened to Miss Farrelly. Plus, my mother was a good cook and taught me. The needlework teaching, I used to be able to, I used to sit and make tops and that for myself. So I must have listened to her, mustn't I? And she said I didn't. And English teacher, Mr. Lennon, I love the bones of him, but I'm crap at spelling. I've got 3 certificates for English. Don't know how I got them. I haven't got a clue how I got them, but I got them. So I must have listened there, mustn't I? And when you look back at it, you think, when you're at school, you can't wait to leave school, you hate it. But everyone, once they leave school, they all say, I wish I was back at school. I wish I was back at school. Well, in a way I do, and in a way I don't, because I did get the blame for everything, which half the things I did do, and on my heart, I did do, and it's my own fault. So I hope you're enjoying this little stories I'm telling you, because I can't be bothered doing nothing at the moment. As you can hear, I'm still full of cold, and I've got this on, and the heating's on, so I'm keeping myself warm. I've made myself lemon, and what I did, I bought big Jaffas, and I thought they were the navel ones, and I love the navel oranges, and they weren't, and they were no one of them when you bite them. And I thought, I threw 2 away after having a slice of it. I thought, oh, I can't eat them, horrible. So I paid for them. So I think it was 160 for 4, something like that. So I was making myself hot lemons, a big pan of water, slice 2 lemons up, boil it for 20 minutes, half an hour, and I thought, I'm not wasting them oranges, so I'll put 1 orange in with it. And it turned out quite nice. So being that, there's vitamin C, isn't it? So I did put 10 sweeteners in. And then when it's done, I get a cup of it and put it in the microwave for 2 minutes, and I put another 3 sweeteners in, because it's still like that. Bit sour with the lemon and orange. So we hope you've enjoyed this little chat. If I think of anything else, while I can't be bothered doing makeup videos of that, I'll have a little chat with you. But I just thought I'd like to tell you these little things of me about growing up, because I was a little. But a good one, not a nasty one. I was a good one. I was a cheeky one, if you know what I mean. You know, like they say, like the awful dodgery, cheeky funny. I was like that, cheeky funny. But if you got the wrong side of me, I could be a little. So I was only protecting my mates. As I say, my mate Sally, my very, very best mate, Sally, was burnt when she was a child. Well, she wasn't burnt, the cot went on fire. We're talking about 75 years ago, and it burnt her head, so she had to wear a berry. She's all right now, she had a hair transplant and that, she's fabulous now. But yeah, I was protecting them. And then as my sister died when I was only 16 days before I was 16, 15 days before I was 16, and she left 2 kids, well, she died on the 3rd. She left 2 kids, 5 and 7, they lived with my mother. Our Kevin had calipers on, so people used to skit him. So when they skitted him, the mother was gone, so I was the mother. So I'd end up fighting with them, sticking up for them. And Paul's still alive, the one she passed away over. He's 59 now. He's 60 this year. And he lived with his other grandmother. My mother brought Kevin and Bernie up, and everyone thought they were my brother and sister, which we were, like brothers, because they were only age 5 and 7. And as I say, I ended up being like the mother to them. So I've always been sort of that type, motherly type, protective type. And then I ended up a foster mother, didn't I? I've always done all my own painting and decorating up to a few years ago. I couldn't do it then. I've got no kneecap. That happened when I was 21. Oh, that's another story. When I was 21, I was drunk. Tossed over the banister, fell, smashed my kneecap in. Doctor woke up. The doctor said to me, I've got to have my kneecap out. I've still not got none. And there's no false knee in it neither. It's just nothing in it. I was sobbing. I was 21. I was sobbing to the doctor. I said, will I have a limp? He said, yes, if you want one. Does that mean? He said, if you persevere with it, you won't have a limp. And thank God, touch wood, I haven't got a limp because I rode a bike all my life. I mean, don't get me wrong, now and again I have got a limp because of the bad weather and that, and I'm getting older. But I rode a bike till I was 64, so 10 years ago, and I got the Meniere's disease. So I had to stop riding the bike. The doctor said, because if I turn my head quick, I go dizzy, and it could be dangerous if I'm out riding the bike. So that helped. That helped me with me not having a limp, I suppose. So that's done good. So yes, that's a little bit of my life growing up. I hope you've enjoyed that story. Hope you'd had a cup of tea and a biscuit while you were watching me. And thank you for joining me, and thank you for listening. Love you all. Bye for now. Catch us again. Don't forget, like, subscribe, tell me where you're from, and share to your friends. Tell all your friends about it. That helps me, you see. Thank you very much for that. Bye. Love you.